One of the reasons why we want to teach our young adults growing up about stop and think and about being a little bit proactive and communicating with people about what they're doing and how they're doing, we got to start the conversation somehow. Because as a parent, we want our young people to be able to go out and do things, and we want them to have that freedom.
When I was young and growing up as a teenager, there were certain limitations put on me of where I could go and how late I could stay. But one thing my parents always said is like, it doesn't matter what hour it is. If you need a ride, call us. I'd rather be woken up by you asking for a ride because maybe your a friend might be intoxicated or whatever it might be, or maybe yourself had too many drinks. Call me. I want you to wake me up. I don't want the police to wake me up because something has happened. And I remember that. That was 30 some years ago. Now everything has changed. You see a lot more peer pressure out there, cyberbullying, everything. And so a lot of times that peer pressure is, oh yeah, well, he's fine. Or why don't you come with us? He's going that way anyways. Well, he had a few drinks. Come on, everybody drinks. Whatever, but I see so much peer pressure there for that age. And we also see that going down into middle school too. But just being able to say, no, I'm fine. No, you want to protect yourself. But also being able to speak up. And it's harder to speak up in this day and age as a teenager or a young adult than it would have been 30 years ago, because there's so much pressure.
How do we influence and how do we create an environment and a culture where people are not afraid to speak up? How do we convince people that what we're talking about is so serious that there really is no stupid questions? And to me, we do that by spending the time. We do that by communicating at a high level. We do that by never taking our foot off the pedal. We have to be consistent in what we do. We have to be consistent in our message. But realistically, communication is everything. For our young adults, I think what we need to do is keep positively convincing them and influencing them of what the best outcomes actually are.
It's hard to get teenagers to open up. Their friends are way more important than parents right now, and teachers, and that is part and parcel of their journey. But when you get that chance to sit down with them and you ask specific questions, not general questions, they won't answer the general questions, ask specific questions, really listen to them. There's something in there that they need or that they want you to know about, because it's hard for them to have that conversation with you because it's appropriate that they don't want to be sitting and hanging out and chatting about it. But ask that question and then listen. Listening's the key point with this age group, with the adolescent age group. We don't want to just ask a general of how was school today. That's really general. That can give you a million answers. Oh, it was fine. There's no specifics to it. But if you know that they had chemistry today, ask specifically what happened in chemistry today. Or if you know they have a buddy in that class, what did you guys talk about during that class? Ask it right to the details of what might happen. Be aware of what they're doing in those classes. You get syllabuses taken out. If they're doing a dissection, ask about it. That will generate conversation.